guys, it is 1:52 p.m. on Wednesday, September 4th, right? I think so. No, it's Thursday. It's Thursday, September 4th, 2025, by the way, guys. Well, you probably already know that. Oh my goodness, I'm getting doo-doots. Right when I start it. Oh shoot, that was my live doo-doot. I guess I have to turn off my live notifications too. Let me mute some servers. I forget to do that when I start recording. That's muted. That's muted. Okay, we should be good. All of them seem to be muted. I just mute some of them for a few hours. Okay, so good morning. Hello. Welcome. Today we are watching I want to cry. I literally want to cry. Like, there's tears in my eyes, and my throat's getting all crying. Like, I don't know. But, this is Impact Video Ministries. We love them. I would love to become a joiner to their channel. Maybe someday, right? Support them. So I listened to this video last night. I didn't watch it because I was too busy playing a game. And mainly because I wanted to watch it with you guys. So instead of just like watching the video itself, I was like, okay, I'll listen to it because I know this is going to be something that's like relatable that I need to listen to. But I wasn't going to actually watch it without you guys. Because I need this video to be documented, pretty much, right? I know it's already a video. It's already out, and that they have it on their channel. But the thing is, I want to be able to have, posted it too, right? So it's like, they've posted this 2 years ago. It probably doesn't get that many views anymore, right? It might still. Look, there's literally 1.1 million views on it, which is insane. But me reacting to this video that can be impactful, which is literally their channel name, Impact Video Ministries, it can expose the video to more people who might not know of Impact Video Ministries, because I do two things. I post regular games, and I also post Christian videos and Christian content and stuff like that. So it's like, I can be exposing Christianity to people who probably don't know a lot about it, or I can be sharing God with a lot of people who don't know about God. And it's just like, it can be helpful, right? It's just another way to reach out to more people, because I know that even though I'm not posting a ton of Christian stuff every single time, me posting games, video games, other things like that, it attracts people who won't usually see Christian content. And I posting both Christian and not necessarily Christian content allows Christians and non-Christians to see both. And by non-Christian content, I mean like video games, not anything else crazy like that, okay? It's just video games. So yeah, I would say, like, at first I was beating myself up for that. I'm just gonna say a quick short thing before starting the video. It's gonna be like 3 minutes, 5 minutes at max. So if you want, skip ahead. But Originally, when I started posting Christian content, I would beat myself up when I didn't post Christian content because I would play so many games in one day for hours, and then I would have those videos to post every time. But then the Christian content, it would be like one video a day while watching, like, reacting to regular videos or playing regular games would be like 2 times a day for hours. Either I'd post a video of me watching regular YouTube content, like reviewing videos or stuff like that, or I'd post me playing video games. Sometimes I'd post both in one day, or sometimes I would just spend like 6 hours, well, like 2 to 5 hours playing a video game and posting that. So I would beat myself up that I would only spend like an hour or two focused on God and posting stuff about God, or the Bible, and that I wouldn't be I would be more focused on the things that I would want to do rather than sharing God. But now I'm seeing it as I can share God with those who usually just watch video games on YouTube. I can share God with people who usually just watch reaction videos on YouTube because I make both reaction videos on God and reaction videos on regular things. Well, that not so much, but I make both reaction videos on Christian content and play video games. So I can get the video game community to experience a Christian reaction community, right? So it's like I can expose them to that. I can expose them to both at the same time. And that is just so encouraging and incredible. And I thank God that I thank God for that. Like, I thank God so much because it's not about the views or the followers or subscribers or anything like that. It's about being able to share God with people. And even if I'm playing video games or doing something not related to God, who knows? The person might look at my channel and end up clicking on a video about God. And that can be what plants a seed in their heart. You know? Like, God can use anything, anyone, any video to be able to change a person's heart, to allow the person to open up and ask questions and want to know more. So it's like, it is so encouraging now when it used to be so disappointing because I'd just focus on how little I talked about God. But yeah, let's get into the video now. It's been 4 minutes. I'm personally watching this because I am not in a relationship. I am focusing on God, focusing on my relationship with God and God alone. And I feel like this would be good advice and helpful for future wise, right? I can watch it now. I can take notes on it. I can do this and that and stuff like that. And then I can look back and then probably rewatch the video when I'm thinking about relationships like that, or when I'm planning to go into a relationship, or when God brings that person to me, right? Because I'm not the one in charge of my life and my relationships. Only God is, right? Because God is the one who's going to be sending me that person. So, yeah, we're going to get into the video.
For every Christian that has a desire to be married, I'm sure the thought of dating has crossed their mind. It must be nice to have someone you love, and for that person to love you back, and to have the opportunity to live life with them, to go out, have some coffee, maybe watch a movie or learn something new together. Dating can be a very good thing. In it, you can potentially find your future spouse, and at the same time, dating can be a harmful and potentially destructive thing if done incorrectly.
Yes, I
The
definitely
Christian
know
who
about
enters
that.
into a dating relationship with someone must be cautious as they move their relationship forward. And before I continue, I do want to mention that dating does look different for a lot of people. But
Yes, it
regardless of the
does.
relationship, these 4 guidelines should be applied to everyone if they want to date God's way. So let's get started. Guideline number 1. Set up physical boundaries. Song of Songs, chapter 8, verse 4. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, do not stir up nor awaken love until it pleases.
Do you know what's really fun? Making a website on Wix.
I forgot about the ads.
Hey, we're How Ridiculous, 3 childhood friends and digital content creators that do epic stuff from Perth, Australia.
These words
Okay, I forgot about the ads, and my headphones are dying. I gotta switch to other ones. So give me like 1 minute. I promise you guys, I am not rich. I just realized that I can connect my Bluetooth headphones for my phone to my computer. I realized that last night. I never knew I could do that, and then I was like, wait, my computer has Bluetooth. Maybe I could connect my Bluetooth headphones for my phone to my computer. And it actually worked. And I kinda whoops, why did I do that? Okay, whoops. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna see about renewing the premium, the YouTube premium, because I do have money that I have been able to save, and I do have money I could that I could use for YouTube Premium. Okay, it says my YouTube Premium expired in January. Wow. That doesn't make sense. I had it last month. I'm gonna try and do this for my phone since it'll be easier for me. Not sure exactly how I'd do it. Okay, found it. Reactivate. Okay, it's $7.99 a month. I can do that. Well, at least until October. I can do that until October. So 2 months. Wait. Oh, it's Premium Light. Most videos ad free. What do you mean most videos? So Premium Light, you get most videos ad free. Ads may appear on music content shorts and when you search or browse. What do you mean when I search or browse? does that mean it like is a 50-50 chance I might get an ad? I don't understand, but to get no ads at all, it would be $13.99, which seems insane. And then if I was in college, it would be $7.99. It's lucky them. I'll try the individual. I'll try the premium light just for now, so that it won't be a lot of money, because $13.99 plus taxes is almost like $15. Oh my goodness, I'm forgetting my password. I exceeded the number of tries. Okay, we're just gonna deal with the ads then. I exceeded the number of tries for my password because I didn't want to reset it. Okay. Let's just continue watching. Ads are fine. You guys could skip them in my video, as long as I don't have ads. I don't think I have ads. Yes, dating looks different for a lot of people. Do not compare yourselves to others. I am not trying to call out anyone specific. I am sorry about that. I apologize. And the ad is in the same exact spot. Hyundai Sonata. Okay. It doesn't mean, yeah. Yes, it is not trying to mean a different type of please. It means, it's meaning like until you know it's right, in a way, right? Not just because you want to, but because you know that it is right, and that, like, I don't know, just see. Hold on, I want to take notes. I want to actually take notes. I haven't taken notes in a long time, and this is something I need to take notes on. So, I'm taking notes. I'm only going to write down the Bible verses, and then I'll look back at them later today, because obviously I'm not doing anything today. So I have all the time in the world today, as long as God doesn't let anything happen, to look back in the Bible for the verses. Yeah, that really, yes. Yeah. yeah, run away from, to a certain extent. Hold on. 13, 14. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yes. And there was a whole argument about that on Instagram before, because a few days ago, and I had put something in the comments, like agreeing with the person, and someone had like responded to me in a way saying like, oh, that doesn't mean that they didn't have to be, that they shouldn't have been living together or something like that, because I'm not sure what the person said exactly, so I'm not gonna try and say what they said anymore. But the person who posted the video was talking about how he moved in with his now wife. He's been married to her for like 3 or 5 years now, and they have a kid now. But he moved in with his wife when they were just dating, when they were boyfriend and girlfriend. And he regrets that. He regrets that they moved in together because they didn't keep their relationship like holy, right? According to the video. They didn't. And he had so, and like they both dealt with so much guilt of that, because obviously they lived together and there was like nothing they could do because they lived together and lived away from family. So it was like, it's just how it was. And he was saying like how he regrets that they did that, and like, yes, now everything is okay, now they're married, now they have a kid, and did everything like, and now they're doing things the right way. But it's like, since they didn't start off from doing things the right way, he has that guilt because they didn't do it the right way first off, like originally. And people in the comments were saying like, oh, you don't have to feel like that. Like, they weren't saying that God forgives them. He knows that God has forgiven him. It's just sometimes, like, you know, the obsessive thoughts or the intrusive thoughts that are like, oh, you did this wrong, you're a horrible person, whatever, like that. It's just those things. Like, he knows that God forgives them and stuff like that. It's just he still has like that in the back of his mind sometimes, where it's like, oh, they feel like a horrible person. But people in the comments were kind of saying like, oh, you don't like to keep a relationship holy, that it's not bad to live with your boyfriend or girlfriend, and that that if you guys are focused on if you guys are like solely focused on God and deny your flesh, then you guys are okay, that, and stuff like that. Like, people were trying to say it was okay that him and his girlfriend had moved in together, but I had said something along the lines of that I completely agree with him. Like, I would never in my life be able to move in with a person I was dating, because I would not be able to trust myself or that person. Even if we both have self-control, it's like the enemy can use anything. Like, just you being in a presence with someone else can make things happen, right? I know most people out there know about that, but it's just like, I would not take the risk. I'd rather be safe than sorry in a situation like that. And like I was saying, someone responded negatively to what I was saying because I was agreeing with the guy who was like, he wishes he never moved in with his girlfriend when they were just boyfriend and girlfriend. And like I was saying, I was just saying like I completely agree. I wouldn't be able to trust myself or that person even if they had self-control. That is something that is of the flesh. Yes, we can deny our flesh, we can seek God, but there is a point to where the flesh can end up like becoming stronger than you are, even though it's not, right? It's not. But there is a point, a weakness that we have as humans. We are not all powerful. God is. But if we allow ourselves to be in a situation where our flesh can take over, then it can happen. It's not like we can put ourselves in a situation like that and, oh, it will never happen because I believe in God enough. I have a relationship with God enough. I'm close enough to God. That can never happen. That's not how it works. That's like saying that, that's pretty much like saying that since you have a relationship with God, since you believe in God, since you believe that you're close enough to God, you can keep sinning and get away with it because you have a relationship with God. That's kind of what it sounds like to me. Because it's like you're saying that you can live in a situation that can cause you to sin and that you'll be okay because you have God. So he won't allow that. But it's not up to God whether or not that happens. That's up to you. Because God's not gonna stop you from sinning if you are putting yourself in a constant situation where that is possible, right? So that's just my mindset on it. Like, I wouldn't want to move in with a person I'm dating. I wouldn't even want to move in with them if they were my fiance, right? So yeah, like with what I've been through, I wouldn't even want, like, with what I've been through, if they are not a true man of God, I would not want to be in a house or an apartment or anywhere alone with that person for more than an hour. Like, if they had a house and I were to go to their house, it would have to be like a quick stop there and then go wherever we're going. Like, oh, they forgot something at the house, go pick it up, leave to go where we were going, right? Because I do not trust the flesh, whether it's mine or someone else's, right? God tells us to run from it. So I'm not going to keep myself in that situation. I am going to leave that situation before anything even is possible, right? And I'm pretty sure he talks about that in the video too. Yes. Yes. Guideline number 2. Okay. 6:14. Yep. Yes, and it was incredible when I found that out. Mm-hmm. Yes. it will drag the other one down. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Follow the world. Yeah. Yes. A relationship I was in led to compromise. Yes. Yes, and that is what I do not want. I do not want to take that risk at this moment, or ever in my life. I do not want to take that risk. And I was put into a situation recently where I slightly almost took that risk. I slightly almost took that risk. Very slightly. Well, actually, no, I did fall for that risk. And then I started to think of it as the days went on, and I was like, no, I can't do this. This isn't going right. Like, just the first, it only took me like 2 or 3 days to be like, no. With everything that's already happened in the past 2 to 3 days, it's not working. Nope, it's not going to work. And I do not want to lead anyone on, as it is called, right? Because from the beginning I was like, I don't know if it's gonna work, but I want to trust God, so I'm gonna trust God. If I see things that aren't working out, then I'm not gonna go along with it. And I already from the first day, I had seen things that weren't gonna work out, weren't agreeable on, and it just didn't feel right. Like, literally the first day, and like we weren't even together or talking. It was just like a I want to get to know you more situation, right? And I don't know, that originally on its own threw me off, because it was like, we were friends. You can get to know me as a friend, or you could have gotten to get to know me as a friend before saying you want to get to know me more for future wise stuff. Like, that threw me off. That really threw me off. But yeah. Like, with the whole unequally yoked stuff, the thing is, me personally, I believe the only person who would be able to handle me would be a true Christian, someone who's dealt with so much and knows so much will be able to handle me. But then that in itself could be unequally yoked, because they could be all for God, and then I can be similar to a lukewarm Christian, where, just like in this picture right here, this person who's all for God is saying, let's follow God, and then I could be like this person who's over here like, no, because I deal with certain personal issues in my head, where when someone tells me I should go to God, or let's read the Bible, or let's talk about God or talk about Bible verses, I'm over here like, I'm dealing with stuff right now. I don't want to go to God. But it's like, I feel like I need a person that will push me to go and follow God. Like, it doesn't matter what I say. It matters what God says type of person, right? Like, my emotions don't matter. My feelings don't matter. You need God. You're going to God. And I don't care if I have to drag you to God. That's what the type of person I need, right? Because it's like, there can be days where I'm so down in the dumps where I'm not going to depend on God. I'm not going to trust God. And it's like, I need that person that's stronger than me to push me towards God. But then I feel like that could be unequally yoked, because if I'm okay, I'm like fully for God, 100%, full on Christian, full on for God, full on trusting God, Jesus, all that stuff, right? But then it's like, when I'm not okay, I am not okay, to the point where I don't trust God. And it gets bad. But it's like, that's one of my, like, the ups and downs, right, of me. And it's like, it's not like me and that person would be unequally yoked. It would be like, I would be equally yoked with that person when I'm okay, and I would learn things from that person because they are farther in the relationship with God than I am, right? But it's like, in general, the man is supposed to be more for God than the woman, because if the man is not more for God than the woman, then things can go wrong, right? And in my view on it, I need a man who is 100% for God and will literally drag me to church if needed, right? And like, just a few weeks ago, I had to tell I was telling my friend, like, oh my goodness, I don't feel okay, I'm not okay, I'm depressed, I'm all this stuff, and I just don't want to go to church. And he was like, okay, we don't have to go to church, we can go somewhere and just hang out. And I'm just like, what do you mean we can go somewhere and hang out? No, you're bringing me to church, drag me to church, dude. Like, like, he knew that I wasn't okay, so he didn't want to make me feel like I was forced to go to church. But it's like, I needed church. I needed to be forced to go to church. So I literally texted him like, no, dude, I'm not okay, so I need to go to church. It's not a whether I want to or not. I need the church. I need to go to church. I need God to reveal something to me. I need God to help me through the church, right? And it's like, that's the type of man I need. One who will, like, even if I'm like, no, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm depressed, whatever, I don't want to go to church, he will drag me to church. Even if I say my social battery is drained, or even if I was to say my social battery is drained, or I don't want to interact with people, I would need someone who would drag me to church. Or at least drag me to God. Like, if it is so much so to the point where I can't even get up to even get ready for church or anything like that, I would at least need them to be able to, like, bring God to me, right? In a way, like, bring like, not bring God to me, because obviously God is there, God is always with us, but it's like, I would need that person to be able to encourage me in a way where I wouldn't even have to leave the house, to feel God's presence, to be okay through God, right? Like, I would need a man that God would be able to speak through to me to help me. I would need someone who will call me out when I'm wrong, who will be able to correct me if I'm wrong. Not someone who will just sit there and be like, I don't know what to do. Because it's like, God is the only way to know what to do. So it's like, if I have an issue, I would want that person to be able to go into the Bible and point out my issue from the Bible and be like, this person dealt with this, and this is what God tells them. This is what God does for them. This is what they did, or what God had them do to get back on that on God's path, or get back on the right path and stuff like that. Like sure, sometimes I need someone to be emotional with me, or just like be there and care as I'm going through stuff, but most of the time it's just me being stubborn. It really is just me being stubborn and thinking that my issues are too great for God, that my issues are so much, and that I've gone through those issues so many times that I need to fix how I see my issues rather than God fixing my issues, right? But I need someone that will snap me out of that will help me to see God's way through all of that, right? And it's just yeah. Sometimes I feel like that's too much to ask for of a person, because I have yet to find the one that God is going to send me that can deal with all of that, right? But it's like, the fact that Impact Video Ministries, the fact that they're saying that two Christians can be unequally yoked, it makes me think that I'm not yet ready for that person who I want from God, right? Who I'm longing for from God, who will encourage me and support me and be there to as like a help for me, for encouragement and seeking God and all that stuff. I feel like this video is calling me out on not being ready for that, because it's literally saying that I would be unequally yoked with them, because sometimes I'm not okay to the point where I literally ignore God. So it's like, I feel like until I am in a good enough relationship with God to where I do not ignore God, even if I'm going through stuff, I feel like even if I'm going through stuff, I would need to be able to try, at least, to try and go to God, to look in the Bible, to ask God for help. Like, I would need to be able to try to like kill off my pride and actually try to seek God in order to then be able to I feel like I need to be able to do those things in order for God to know that I am ready for him to send that person to me. Because until I seek God in every single situation, no matter how much pain I'm going through, no matter how much sorrow, pain, doubt, fear, whatever that stuff I'm going through, then I do not feel like God would see me as ready for the relationship he has for me. So yeah. I definitely thank God that I've been able to read the Bible, because I struggle with reading so much. So much. And I thank God that I have been able to read the Bible, because I myself would never be able to read the Bible. So I thank God so much that I can genuinely read the Bible because of him. Like, that's God right there. Like, there's no other way I would be able to read the Bible if it wasn't for him. But let's get back into the video, because I'm making this less than 10-minute long video into a long video, very long video. Yeah. Yes, and that's what I was talking about. Like, sometimes I don't feel the need or want to keep trying to grow in God when I'm in my pain and sorrow. But I still do feel like I would need someone who is at a higher pace than I am with God, because if I'm with someone who's at a similar pace as me, then I feel a similar or lower pace than me, I feel like they will end up dragging me down, because they are the man. They are supposed to be the head of the relationship. They are supposed to be the one who has more faith in God and stuff like that. It's like, I, as the woman, should not have more faith and should not be in a greater relationship with God than the man that I end up with. If anything, it should be the same or even more. But at this point, it would need to be even more, because if there was someone that had the same or similar faith and relationship with God as me, it wouldn't work out, because I can't even work out with myself. Like, I cannot comprehend my own self with how I see things and with how I don't know a lot of stuff. It's like, I would need someone who knows more than me, who will look in the Bible for the answers, for me to be able to grow myself. And then, like, I can then get myself to be at a similar pace with following God as them. I'm gonna play the video again. I'm talking too much. It is not at all. Yes. Exactly what I was talking about. Yeah. Oh. Those ads always make me so sad. Yeah. Exactly. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Oh, there we go. Another one. Another one on the same topic. Okay, hold on. Yeah, the story of Samsung is really crazy story. Like, I don't believe I've actually read it, but I do remember watching a movie that had to do with Samsung. Either that or I heard of his story and I remember it as a movie. Either one of those. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Just want to see the Bible verse again. I'm pretty sure I wrote this down somewhere and that it might be on a sticky note in my room, but I still want to write it down in the notebook just so that I can have it in multiple spots in case sticky note gets messed up or lost. Okay. Yes. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Yes. Exactly. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, and there's one last video that we're gonna get into once this ad is over. Skip. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, and I am done with that. Okay. Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. Yep. The heart is deceiving. Yes. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yes. Not really. I am not interested in anyone. Whatever God does is what God does. Exactly. Communication. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Happily married for quite some time. Where I live, that's a rare occurrence. Yeah. Mhm. Hold on, I didn't get the 1 9 to 10. Yes. That would make sense. Mhm. Yeah. What was that? Oh yeah. Mhm. Yep. The heart is deceitful. Yes. Very much so. Okay. Skip. Yes, prayer. Hold on. Okay, 6:18. My brain completely blanks out. Yes, they are. Mhm. Yes. Yep. Yes. Yes, there is. Mhm. Yeah. More than just, yeah. Yes. Yep. Nope. Yeah. Nope. Not at all. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So, how to prepare for marriage as how to prepare for marriage as a man? Where's the woman one? um, but yeah. Oh wait, no. It says guys edition. Okay, so there should be a woman one somewhere. But yeah. relationship. Wow, there's a lot of relationship stuff. Mainly like 2 years ago. But yeah, I'll probably check those out next time or some other day. Whenever that becomes a subject again, because it was kind of a subject in my life a few days ago. But it's not anymore, thankfully. But yeah. I definitely, like, wow. So yeah, I hope you guys got something from that. I don't know. I did. And I'm gonna definitely go back and rewatch those videos to take down all the notes. I didn't want to keep pausing it or going back. Because obviously, that would be annoying. So, yeah. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Goodbye. God bless you guys. I will see you guys next time. Bye.